Hey, you woke up for a reason today, and somebody may just need to hear this. Do you ever feel like life's just like closing in on you, that everything around you is just darkness, no sign of hope and light, and you just feel like the pressure of everything squeezing in, maybe through debt, finances, maybe stress, maybe just poor decisions, things are just weighing in on you. Well, you're not alone. Jonah in the Old Testament went through the same thing that you're going through. And it's very interesting. Of course, if you've heard the story, most of us have all heard the story. I'm going to give you just the short clip notes of the story, which is simply this. Jonah chapter 1 tells us that God said to Jonah, go to Nineveh, tell those people they need to repent, get right with me. I'm going to destroy them if they don't. Jonah chose and said, nope, not doing that. I'm going to go a different way. As we know, storm came up. Guys in the boat pitched him overboard, and because they knew it was his fault that the storm was going to destroy them, basically to leave Jonah out in the water to die by himself. Jonah was okay with that part. God brought in a great big fish that he had specially prepared, swallowed Jonah up. As we know, that fish took Jonah to the shores of Nineveh and spit him out. But one of the things that are often overlooked is Jonah spent 3 days and night in that fish, which is a completely different lesson about how stubborn can we be, people? Come on. Why did he spend 3 days and nights in there and before he got right with God? But the point is while he was in there, he talked about the fact that it was closing in. He could feel the darkness. He could feel the depth of the sea and the water that he was in. And he was just wrapped up in the things that were inside the fish's belly. And then he prayed and said, hey, God, you're right. I'm wrong. I'm going to do and follow you just like you asked me to do. I'm completely wrong. And that's when he got spit out on the shores of Nineveh. And then we know the story. He goes on from there. My point to you is simply this. You may be in the belly of a big, stinky, dark fish right now at that point in your life. And it simply may be from the fact that you have made bad choices that brought you there. If that's the truth, understand this. Those bad choices could have wound up with your death. Jonah could have died in the waters, but God brought about a big fish because he has another purpose and plan for Jonah's life. So that big fish that you're going through, that stinky thing you're facing right now, that overwhelming thing, may actually be God's salvation from your decision to bring you to the place in his life. Or it could simply be the other thing. Remember, he spent 3 days in there. Why did he spend 3 days in there? It took this boy 3 days to figure out that he needed to learn a lesson and just simply obey and be right with God. So maybe, just saying, you're taking a long time learning your lesson. And maybe you need to reflect and be like, God, what are you trying to teach me right now? Teach me that lesson that I might go ahead and learn and get out of this big stinky mess. I love you, and I'm praying for you.